So
Okay.
we are now in the monastery. We saw one big monastery yesterday. That was Görem Open Air Museum. This is a smaller one. This is isolated away from the city center. But they made this like that on purpose, so they could dedicate themselves to God, away from the city, away from the excess of the world. That's why it is here in the beautiful nature. It's a museum now, again, like the Görem Open Air Museum. After the Greeks are gone, they converted this into a museum. And there are some gardens here, belong to villager, and state told him to look after the monastery, clean it, while gardening here at the same time. So the tickets, like he gets a bit part of it to himself. The other part goes to the, the village government, we can say. And this is a smaller monastery. There is about 160 people here compared to one yesterday. It was about 250. This is about 150, 160. Again, this was made in the 5th century. From 5th to nearly 14th century, they practiced their religion here. 14th century, this was abandoned, and nobody lived here up to 20th century. Again, after the Greeks left, this was converted into a museum. We'll see two churches here. One church is up there, it's called as Archangel Church, and the paintings in it, the frescoes in it, is from 13th century. And another church we have over there, which has frescoes from 9th century. Two churches here. Yesterday we saw nearly 6-7 different churches yesterday. And of course, because they lived in the monastery, they also have all the facilities here. Besides the church, they also have a dining room there, and a kitchen here, and a meeting room over there. We are going to see. Because it's a Greek church, the paintings are like Greek character person. What I mean is, because like Jesus, for example, because everybody loves him, you can see some differences, because everybody try to show like he's one of them. For example, Greeks have fair hair and white skin mostly. In Greek churches, you will see Jesus here with like fair hair and white skin. But in Turkey, in the eastern Turkey, or in Kayseri city, we have Armenian churches. If you go to Armenian churches, because they have dark hair and white skin, Jesus is painted like that. Again, I think it's very normal, because they love him. They want to show him as one of them. In Netherlands, you can see him with orange hair. I've not been to States, but some of my guests from States told me in some churches he's got dark skin. Or in like Asia, he's old guys. But again, the face is the same, only color here or around eye can be a bit different, which I think is very normal. So here you can see him more like with fair hair and white skin. So if you like, we can start with the first church up there, which is Archangel Church.
You're going to take stills up there, right?